Hey guys, welcome to Friday's stream. So week of the 13th of January 2026. There's reset. The fun part, I guess, for this week. So there's reset, the 16th of January 2026. I do hope everyone's had a decent week. It's been another week of disruption. I hate disruption. I did do a pre-recording of the continuation of the storyline, but for some reason it hadn't recorded, even though it did say it was recording. But I did do a which I thought I was doing recording of the next part of the storyline. So after the bit from last week, I pre-recorded a bit this week, and it continued the storyline. It was called Critical or something. So it was like a mission about the place going critical or something like that. And I hadn't recorded it properly, so I am not happy with that because I'm hoping we can go back to it to redo it, but it is a bit of an arse because I think the only way I can get to continue that again if we complete the storyline and then click on to potentially final sorry, I was going to say final shape, but edge of it here and see if we can maybe we click on the mission that we tried to do, because now the storyline's led to here now, so we do have these other bits to do in regards to storyline, sort of bridging the storyline together, but it is the main storyline I would like to try to complete, you know what I mean, again. So it is a bit of an arse because we spent time in Edge of Fate trying to do that, so for some reason it didn't record, even though it said it was recording, because it was using a lot of internal memory and all that sort of thing. So I was just thinking, well, if it's recording, so where is it? So I've been trying to find if it has maybe put it somewhere else that I don't know about, after the recording. So I will keep looking for it in case it is there, but it is a bit annoying because it sort of was helping us understand the storyline in regards to Edge of Fate, leading us of course into Renegades, or Renegade as I call it, but when we go into Renegade, we should be okay. We will have to retry it again, but the other idea is we could create a new character, a warlock or something, on my account, and then go into Edge of Fate maybe that way and redo it all again. But I was just trying to understand the abilities for that class because I've never been an additional class than my Titan. But I guess that's the fun part of trying to test out the characters and their abilities. And since the move on to expansion after expansion, their abilities get even better, so it sort of made me think I could switch between the characters just like what I do in World of Warcraft, for example. So welcome to Destiny 2 Edge of Fate. We are going to do this reset live this Friday, the 16th of January 2026. So we're going to head straight to the tower, head to the annex side of the tower. So Zer is here, which is his new location for Destiny 2, since the changes introduced from the Witch Queen onwards, they made it more of a permanent location, I guess, unless Zer just decided to pick the tower because he just likes to hang around and meet everyone. He is a decent individual, to be fair, unlike some of the little pests that I've come across. But it's interesting because the storyline regards to Edge of Fate, of course, leads us to understand that the Nine are ones sort of maybe trying to make the storyline to fit their sort of rule, that sort of thing. It's hard to understand really, but obviously when we're going to Renegade or Renegades, we will understand a bit more. But because we're still in Edge of Fate, it's still not that much left to do. Well, I assume it's not much left to do, but yeah, it was really interesting. The bit that I thought was getting recorded, because it didn't even indicate that it wasn't recording either when it used a lot of resources, memory and all that sort of thing. So you would think it was actually recording, but no, it had to just be a pain in the arse, didn't it? And not record it properly. So until I can figure out how we can get that part of the storyline you know, redone, because I don't think I can it won't make any difference if I sort of abandon the quest, current one, because it won't go back. I think it would just stay where we were. So for example, if we were still in the previous part and I cancelled it, it would start it all over again. But for some reason, like I said, didn't record properly, but never mind. So we had, I can't speak. So we had this part of the tower, the annex, and we're going to go and see what Zer has for us this Friday. And yeah, the other annoying thing is we did some Crucible and Gambit as well during the week. In that pre-recording, you know, but I hadn't even recorded that either, so it's like, great, none of it. So hopefully be able to record this additional part rather than go live for it. I don't mind going live for it, but it's not the point if I didn't record it, even though I did try to record it. And I hadn't changed any settings either, which made it even more annoying, because last time it recorded it fine, so why isn't it recorded this time, even though nothing's changed other than the date? Do you know what I mean? So never mind. So Zer is in front of us.
I am an agent of the Nine.
So he is an interesting character, isn't he, Zer? So he is an agent of the Nine, so whether he knows that, well, actually, because during the storyline in regards to Edge of Fate, they make a comment about him, which I just think was a bit not really nice, because he, you know, he is a cool character, I think, and he's only a merchant, you know, he's not gonna like go around and shoot everyone, you know, or something, but. Well, I hope not anyway, but up to now, since we've understood Zer and what he does and what he enjoys watching, you know, as if he loves a bit of Crucible entertainment, that sort of thing, and probably everyone trying to get some more, you know, gold and, you know, resources, etc., coins, because in these Eternity part of the map, there's tons of, you know, treasure hoard everywhere, so it's not like he's, you know, bored or anything. It's just he's a interesting individual that likes you know characters from different races and all that sort of thing. So he is an interesting character in my opinion, but what they said about him just didn't make any sense. Well, to me, it didn't make any sense logically, because it's like sort of being offensive, really, to him when he's hasn't done anything bad other than just being a merchant. Um, you know, just like today, for example, with his reset, he's not gonna like do anything bad or anything. He's just at the tower, um, set up his shop, that sort of thing. Other than that, really. But yeah, it's just interesting. So it is interesting in regards to Edge of Fate, the part that we missed uh, because I didn't record properly, which is so annoying because it's still doing my head in, to be honest. So each week we have to spend at least 47 strange coins. Since the update that they brought in from the Witch Queen expansion onwards, and even you saw hints of it during Beyond Light before that, but from the Witch Queen, they did take on board a lot of the information in regards to Edge of Fate. Final Shift after you know the Witch Queen, and then Edge of Fate is what we're in for my character, and then of course Renegade or Renegades is where we technically are up to, but the storyline leads through that. But the stuff from that previous expansion has moved on, and they enhanced it and made changes to certain parts. But Zer's Reset, we spend 47 coins regardless how we spend them, which is another thing we'll go through in a second. But each week he has in this case 2 bits of gear for each of the classes. So whether you're a hunter, a warlock or a titan, you have gear that he has an offer in exchange to the strange coins, as they're also known as. There used to be other resources and things like that, but like I said, they made a massive overhaul in Zer's Reset, and made it a bit more simplified, and they still need to make slight tweaks, I think, in regards to certain parts, but other than that, it's fine. But they always make it interesting, making you wonder if it's going to be the same bit of game for each of the classes regardless of the reset, because it has happened. So last Friday, we had 2 bits of gear that were literally identical for the Titans anyway last week. So the Warlocks kick off, or I should say Hunters kick off, excuse me, but the Warlocks, yeah, I think all the... Hold a minute. I've just realised something here. So, for the Hunters kicking off their gear, because they all start off, not the Warlocks, excuse me. But the Warlocks sometimes have the similar issue where it's 2 bits of gear exactly the same for the same slot, and that's what I was trying to say without making a mess of it. But so the Hunters have helmet to start off their gear for this week, this Friday reset for Zer, and like always you can add major mods alongside minor to help with whatever situation you need your stats to help out, as well as helping you with any difficult dungeon, Nightfall, raid, other content that's rather challenging. Probably maybe trials of Osiris, maybe. It just depends what you need, its specific stats. So if you need melee, for example, in these two cases, and then you've got other ones that help with your grenade regeneration, other things as well. So this is potentially more to do with, I mean, I would think it would be more of, maybe armor to help resistance and all that sort of thing. However, in this helmet's case for the hunters, it appears it's more to help you get your ammo regen as well. For specific ammo drops as well, which is very important as well. So sometimes the helmet helps out with that sort of regeneration rather than damage resistant, or helping you get your super, etc., your ultimate ability. So as always, you can upgrade it to a level 5. Some gear is still available to be leveled up to at least a level 10. And if you got a duplicate of this helmet, I mean, this helmet's quite cool. So if you are a hunter and you have various options for your customization, it's really cool. And then once you're happy with the choice that you've made, you can then change the color scheme to try and make it blend, how you would like your hunter to be in this case. So the second bit of gear for the hunters is gauntlets this week. So exactly the same as the helmet. Depending what loadout you have in regards to what you are going to go for, in regards to what your character is going to bring to the arena, to the raid, to the dungeon, Grandmaster Nightfall or something like that. But also depending if I guess what subclass you're going as well. So whether you're going as a specific warlock, specific hunter, for example, or in specific titan, whether it's void titan, that sort of thing. But same with the warlocks and hunters, I guess, as well. So there's tons of choice, really. So in this case, it's more to do with the regen for your exactly the same like the helmet. So helping you get your grenade regen quick, melee as well as helping you get armor charge as well. And you've got other things as well. You've got tons of things. So you probably could test it out, which selection will work best, working together with the major mods working alongside the minor, of course. So you've got tons of choice, really. I don't know if they all work individually or they work together, if you know what I mean. So if you had one of these as the grenade one and the other being the grenade, but obviously maybe the shield, so maybe you might have one that will help each other. I don't know. It's hard to understand it, really, but yeah. So you can upgrade it to at least a level 5, and if you've got a duplicate of it, you can merge them together or infuse them. So in regards to the appearances, really, I've only got 2 to choose from. So usually a lot of you will probably have like absolute loads. So once you're happy with that appearance, you can choose the colour scheme. That colour scheme's quite cool. And then you got this one. It's not totally customized, is it? But I think maybe that one looks much better, didn't it? Sort of. Still got this sort of yellowy bit thing. Doesn't he? Yeah, so maybe have to pick a colour that would sort of make it not look too noticeable. It is annoying. Still annoying. So you can go through the entire colour scheme list, as it were, shaders, as also known as, to find one that perfectly matches. But in my case, I would just pick this one, to be fair. Looks really key. So that's what the hunters have this week. So Titans have helmet to kick off their gear. So just like the gear we went through for the hunters, this potentially will be more related to depending what subclass you're going as for your Titan in this case. So if you have a void subclass selected, so you want to maybe select this one, and each of the subclasses you can have a different major mod that will help that subclass as well, so that's quite cool. Also there's the choices for the heavy ammo drop as well, or regen, as well as the special ammo, and I believe the primary ammo as well. So depending what you would like from your Titan in this case, but you can only equip one exotic bit of gear per out of the entire lot. So you can't have a helmet and you know, leg armor, for example, but if the rest of your group have different you know, other options that will sort of balance with what you've selected, at least your character brings that additional part of the resistance damage and all that sort of thing, that will help in the long run in, you know, the Nightfall run, or you know, whatever you're going to try to do as a group or fire team. So this helmet, we do have other options in regards with being a Titan. So you can you know, once you're happy with the appearance that you're going to select, funny. Yeah. And then if we pick, see what I mean? That looks quite cool. So we do have up to now these options, but other than that, really, that looks much better, doesn't it? So like I say, you can go through the entire shader list or color schemes to go through to decide which one you want to pick, but this one just, you know, I think it's quite cool for just this demonstration. So like I said, you could upgrade it to a level 5 at least, and merge them together if you got multiple of this and one is higher level than the other. So you won't lose the stats that you want to keep, depending which one you infuse. So if one's got better stats than the other, you want to make sure that's got a higher level than the one that you want to replace it with. So then it keeps the stats for that bit of gear, transfer it to the new bit of gear, and then you can just keep upgrading it until maxed gear level for the expansion as well, or that season event, for example. or that stage during that expansion as well. So the second bit of gear for the Titans this week is leg armor, exactly the same. So you can add specific mods to work alongside, I assume, each other. So maybe one go there, maybe that one there. So I don't know if any of these, if you select just one of these, you know, that will work alongside each other. I'm not sure. You've got tons of choice really, but that's the fun part of testing it out, I guess. Seeing which layout will work best for the situation. So if your characters all arc, for example, or solar, sort of would help the team to have somebody else that maybe has similar damage resistance, in case you're gonna come across pests that will have, you know, barrier shields, such as barrier champions. A lot of them do dish out additional type of damage as well, so that's why it's also probably good to see which one works best for the you know, Nightfall, for example, or the strike that you're doing with your little group. But whatever you pick, I'm sure it will be fine as long as you test it out and then change it if necessary, if it doesn't work too well, for example. But there's so many to you know, select and see if it works well with other ones and all that sort of thing. But also if your team members or different subclasses as well, that might help as well, because if you're specific one all the way through, for example, you want to make sure that your teammates can be able to enhance what you've got, give you additional buffs and all that sort of thing, to make you just, you know, absolute, you know, beast and very destructive during the raid or dungeon, for example. But it also depends if they've, you know, all gone a certain subclass as well, because that might mean you have to choose things slightly different just to help them out. You know. So with regards to the leg armor, like I said, with my Titan, we do have more optional choice and control, since the Edge of Fate led into Renegade, of course, or Renegades. Final Shape, it kicked off this, so it was showing glimpse of them actually starting to make changes, so that was good. And then obviously in Edge of Fate just previously to Renegade, of course. So whichever one you pick, for example, and then you're happy with it, like I said, just pick your colour scheme that you would like to go as. And as I said, I'm just giving you guys an example. So with this exotic bit of gear, for example, it is more of a stasis and arc side of things. So each exotic bit of gear will work specifically for a different, I guess, subclass that your character can be. So maybe it might be best to change, you know, your gear layout or your subclass layout in preparation for whichever one you pick. Whether, you know, if you're needing your helmet for your hunter, gauntlets that we went through for for the hunters as well, the Titan helmet or the Titan leg armor as well. So the same principle will work with the final class that we're going to go through today, is the Warlocks, which I mentioned first for some reason, but exactly the same. So the chest armor will work sort of similar to the chest armor for the Titan or the Hunter, depending what you need it for, and if your other members of your team can sort of help out with other specific damage or maybe damage resistance that you can pick for your Warlock in this case. But usually chest armor is more focused on like damage resistance, so depending what the pests throw at you basically, or even if you're doing the Grandmaster Nightfall, you're going to have so many multiple problems flying towards you. So could be arc damage that is, but it could be stasis that could be more of a problem usually as well. So you can also think of you know, emergency side of things as well. So you've got different things. So probably health and shield is more sort of maybe more to think about in regards to the chest armor, because you know you're going to get bombarded. The leg armor is probably for more for mobility and things like that. So just like I said, you can select different ones. I assume they work together. So even if you pick this one and then maybe pick this one, so depending if you've got your specific weapons equipped as well. So that's more of a hands-on what you call it, close combat, hand-to-hand combat maybe, technically, like, you know, be melee and all that sort of thing. And then you've got other ones that should work together with it, but I think it depends what subclass you have selected for your you know, class as well. So each of these will work unless will work alongside what you choose, but also will potentially help your teammates as well, depending if one of you is a certain class, one's another, and one's maybe one of the other ones. But I'm not sure if it will benefit if both two members out of the group were similar spec, because that could help benefit. But I don't know if it will in a raid though, depending on which raid it is as well, because lot of damage resistance thrown at you, for example, depending what damage. I guess the best way of testing out is to select specific ones and then to see if it works. So in this case, I don't have another appearance except this one, and like last time, I usually pick a colour that sort of blends slightly with the annoying bit of colour that doesn't change. So if we select this one, so as you can see, the gem thing in the middle and the sort of belt thing and the these things at the top here don't really change colour even if I select this. Do you know what I mean? Still green. So I selected that green, does this make it blend a bit better, didn't it? So, like I said, exactly the same, you know, just depending what you need it for, but tons of choice. So probably learning curve of trying to understand your, you know, best setup and everything like that is just to see which one works best alongside specific mods, because there's absolutely loads of them in there. Absolutely. So the final bit of gear for the Warlocks is leg armor. So exactly the same, depending which mods you want, but sometimes the mods are more focused on, you know, specific spec regen for their damage. For example, Void, Arc or Stasis and Solar, and there's Harmonic as well as Kinetic one as well for your main weapon as well. And you also got other things as well. So like I said, these major mod slots will work alongside the minor to help your character do, you know, its best in the situation that you're chucking them into. And as just like the bit of gear for the Warlocks, you can level it to a level 5 with the new changes, and merge them together. If you have a lower level of this and you got this one, for example, you could just merge them, this gear with that one. It will replace it and get an additional stats to what probably very likely better stats than what there was there before. So I only got this example for this bit of gear for the Warlocks, but principle is the same. So there's that orange bit in the middle, so I want to pick a bit of gear that sort of blends in, so that sort of does, but then it just, don't know. Then we got this one, so that looks a bit better, doesn't it? Slightly, but it still looks a bit So there should be well, there is absolutely loads to go through in regards to the shaders or skins, as also known as the color schemes, color shades, to go through just to see which one will work best. I think that one looks better. I think that one's a bit better, isn't it? But like I was saying, looks better. It's just still that annoying orange bit on the knees, but then makes me think I have to stick with orange technically just to make it blend in. Just see, yeah. So I think it depends what stats you want as well. Tons of choices to go through to test out and all that sort of thing. So that's what Xur has for us this week. So you don't have to necessarily spend all your 47 coins on just one bit of gear, because one bit of gear will cost you 41. There's also this thing which is like a mark that you get random stats perks with it every time, so you can multi-buy that one. However, with these you can only buy one. So like I said before, the idea with Xur's reset is to get the favour of the 9 buff every week, spending at least 47 strange coins, and it is up to you how you spend your 47 strange coins. You can buy 47 of these, or buy materials that he has on offer, which is different every week. So you can buy an Ascendant Shard, some enhancement cores, some glimmer if you are running out, as well as the sort of like activation card thing, but that's really helpful for those who do raids, because it helps you get better raid weapons, blah blah blah, additional rewards as well. But that will cost you 41 strange coins in comparison to some glimmer, which this amount of glimmer will cost you just 7. So this one costs you 5. So different materials cost more than others. So you got that option to spend your 47. And then you got the other side as well. So you got the other strange offers available. So they made massive changes to this as well from the previous expansions. So they used to have legendary weapons as well as legendary armor, but they got rid of that. Unless they've just made it all merged into one legendary engram. So the engram potentially could give you armor or a weapon, potentially. That's how I see it in regards to the strange engram. And if they haven't technically done that, they could do that just to make it even more simplified. So the strange engram could be a random weapon, could be a random bit of armor. Do you know what I mean? That's where they could just, instead of having specific lists all over the place. So, for example, the exotic engram, they can do that as well. They can make it, yes, you have a choice to get exotic engram, but doesn't mean you will get an exotic weapon. It could also mean you might get exotic armor as well. You know what I mean? Because it's still an exotic engram regardless. So just like the legendary engram, so that could be the new way forward in my opinion, if they take that on board. I don't know. So individual engrams will cost you 13 for the exotic engram. However, the legendary engram will cost you 7 per one. So the individual weapons, legendary weapons in this case, just like the armor from ages ago, will cost you much less than the exotic ones above. So these will cost 17 strange coins each, depending if you need a heavy weapon slot or special ammo slot or the primary ammo slot as well. In regards to the exotic ones, so you got the Queen Breaker this week, the Hard Light Auto Rifle, the Vigilance Wing, Pulse Rifle, as well as it appears that regardless, the first exotic weapon is always the Hawkmoon hand cannon. So it's the ones after it. It could be a different one, because sometimes it's the Huckleberry, sometimes it's the not just the Queen Breaker, but the other ones as well. So there's 2 catalysts as well. So you got the Sky Burner's Oath catalyst as well as the Colony catalyst. So each of the catalysts will cost you 71 strange coins per one. So if you need the catalyst, but you need to have the weapon in your inventory or possession to continue with the catalyst's requirement as well. So once you complete the catalyst, it could be fully masterworked. Also, there's a strange coin, not strange coin, but a cipher available, which will usually we have to exchange coins to get this, but if you have a spare cipher slot, you can get this, and will require you to do something very simple, like doing some crucible or something. It isn't difficult, but it is annoying that you can only get 5 of them, and specific other bits of resources you can get a shitload, really, which we will go through about that in a minute. So how will we spend our 47? I think we're going to spend them quite simply this week. So we have spent ascending shards recently, so get that.
It was the Nine's. Now it is yours.
So that's what 41 already spent already just by clicking on that one. So you can buy some enhancement cores or some glimmer. Oh, we can buy 6 more of them. So we'll buy 6 more of these.
Accept it from the Nine. The Nine meant for you to have that.
So we've got some raid banners again. So, like I said, simple as that to get the favour of the 9 buff.
May it change your fate.
So we don't have to purchase any of these, but I probably will if we run out of strange coins. So I've got plenty of glimmer, but it is strange coins that I want to have absolutely loads more of, but never mind. So we say thank you to Zer, and we head straight to the part of the tower now, the courtyard, main courtyard. So simple as that really in regards to Zer's reset. Once we've gone through the gear that's available, you then have to choose how you spend your 47 strange coins every Friday in this case. So like I said, we've got some crap that we don't need, as it were.
Checking.
So we're going to get rid of this crap. So it's going to give us a bit of glimmer in recycling it. So as you can see with my character, subclass I kept it on void from when we did a bit of Crucible, and we did the Nightfall live run as well, but it didn't record it properly. So we will actually do a live Nightfall today because of course we are live. So we come back and see Tess a bit later. Seem to be many people here at the moment, but there might be in Crucible or Gambit or elsewhere on the map, which is very likely. So we're going to head into Crucible. We usually do Crucible and then Gambit and then the live Nightfall run, so that's what we will do. Last time we were live, last Friday, we did the Nightfall run first. In this case we will do it slightly different and how we normally do it. So you will see if we can head into control. So we will do 4 control and then 4 gambits. If the gambit has an issue, we will do additional 4 more crucible in its stead, because gambit isn't a massive worry. It is the side of crucible, of course, but if you know that with us trying to do crucible doesn't work properly, it does happen sometimes where one side of crucible doesn't work as best as others where it should. You know, at least we have options to go into you know, a different instance in its replacement for, you know, the live stream. So we will, like I said, do, if possible, 4 gambits as well, and then head into the Vanguard tab and then do a live Nightfall run. It's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. In regards to this reset on Friday, so we've done this reset, we visited him, he showed us what he had on offer, we bought a few things. So the gear that he had available, if you don't need any of that, you can just buy resources, and that would still spend 47 coins technically, or buy 47 strange engrams. You know, just makes it more simple if you don't need any of the gear that he has available. So Zer won't be too bothered if you don't buy loads of his gear, but he is always happy that if you spend what you can. So if you do have 47 strange coins, you can buy, you know, what he had available, you know, to spend your 47 this week. So we're going to head into Crucible, ladies and gentlemen. So just like always with this reset live, we will have these parts split into separate parts. So whether it's this reset only, or Crucible, this side of Crucible, or Gambit for example, or the Nightfall one, will be split up into separate parts so you can watch it in your own time as well. So I haven't kept I've kept my gear layout from last time. I haven't actually changed it.
Enemy claims zone C. Enemy claims zone B. They have advantage.
Ah! Pin bear. That was funny because he was like,
Zone A power play. Get those zones back.
it was fun just punching him in the face. Ah, shit. So that's from having a scout rifle or rifle like it.
Zone B
You
lost. Enemy has
are
zone
vulnerable to specific damage. Ah! How the crap did he survive that? Never mind.
Zone A lost. Your enemy has a
Ah!
power play.
How did he survive?
Zone C captured.
So, like I said, it doesn't matter the instances of where we are. Or from the start or already began in the stream's case, but
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
ooh. So that's a little side, not side quest, but
Zone A lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
how come he always buggers off when I want to shoot him in the face? Can you just keep still?
Shut the enemy down.
Never
Zone
swear
C
it for me.
captured. You have zone advantage.
Yeah, we're doing really well here, aren't we? But like I said, I don't care. It's just a bit of fun in my case, and it's just the requirement. How could he didn't die? That didn't make any sense. I hit him. I'm sure I hit him. Oh yeah.
Shut the enemy
Oh,
down.
sorry. How come it let me kill him that time, but not before?
Zone B
Yeah,
captured.
different maps, we have to kill them in specific, well, not specific, but you only get a certain amount of kills per map, which doesn't make any sense.
Seen enough. I'm calling this one.
Who are you now?
Your enemy has defeated you.
So regards to the little requirements, so you sometimes have different ones to do for the week if you really want to.
Zones are your life.
It's nothing
guardian.
to be too bothered about.
Your
The other cool thing is we can't get into Gambit, for example. We can do momentum control, potentially, which is on this week's rotation. Or we have Mayhem, which is really fun. So we have the other side of Crucible. Or different parts of Crucible, should I say, really, because if one side of Crucible doesn't work, we could just continue doing the opposite side and do 8 of them, because we usually do 4 of each, of course, but sometimes Gambit doesn't want to work. So at least with the changes they introduced during Destiny 2 Renegade, or Renegades technically, we have that option to do specific Crucible options, which sometimes had to wait for it to rotate back, but now they made it a bit more optional, and I think they should just merge the entire thing together, so Gambit and Crucible, well, main part of Crucible, still the same rewards drop from both, and they need to do a sort of tweak on Gambit, because for some reason the gear that you get from Gambit, regardless if it's the current stuff, for example, or season, it's still giving you stuff from like such low level, for example, where the other side of Crucible gives you gear that's up to the current tier level, for example, and that doesn't make any sense if Gambit's falling behind. So they need to make an overhaul of that, because I noticed that during when we did Gambit at the beginning of this expansion's launch, for example, for my character. But obviously we haven't gone into Renegade quite yet in regards to the storyline, but the expansion's active. But the loot system needs to be changed, like I said, tweaked slightly. It's in respect to Gambit, because Gambit is fun, but the rewards we get from it doesn't make any sense, because it's giving us a reward loot system from what, years ago basically, and it's not even anywhere near as the gear level it should be for the current season stuff, where, you know, the side of Crucible, the arena side as well, is, and that doesn't make any sense. So got a few things to, you know, think about in regards to slight changes, because the loot system for Gambit doesn't need to be behind or anything to you know, the current gear, you know, reward system for Mayhem or Control, etc., Clash, Supremacy. So any of them really. Mayhem's gives you current gear level, but Gambit doesn't, and that doesn't make any sense, especially when Gambit's been around as long as the previous Crucible, you know, rotation as well. So, and I think the Drifter would be quite pleased if we had that changed, so it's not like a shame, because it's sort of spoiling it really, because it's like they sort of, have they forgotten about it, or have they decided to neglect, as it were, Gambit unnecessarily, because don't need to do that, do they? So with the reset, of course, this week, so this is what's available from the Eververse store. We will come back and have a look at it. So there is this ghost shell or appearance. So there is a ship as well. I think we already got this. So we already got this ship, so we don't need to worry about buying that ship. So we do actually have this cool hammer thing, axe thing. But what's that for? So it's actually a appearance for the sword, or any of them, I think. So I don't think I've got one equipped. So the sword I've got here, that would help change its appearance, as well as the other one. So we've got this slot as well.
Control.
But it could be like, you know, a universal ornament, or transmog, or skin appearance, as it's also known as. So welcome to Control once again, ladies and gentlemen.
But can you hold territory?
No, we didn't do that before, did we? Do need to just turn off the indicator just to make it more fun.
Enemy claim Zone B. They have advantage.
How come he didn't help me there? So I know I've got my scout rifle equipped again, but sometimes it's good to get rid of the harder little requirements for the week to help you level up for the weekly XP, for example. But it's not necessarily a must. But for those who want to get maximum
Zone A lost. Enemy has advantage.
what?
Zone B captured. You have advantage. What can stop you? Fight together.
That was rather funny. He was like, no, you can't hit me. But other thing that is weird is the fact that they know where you are. Well, they should, anyway.
Have advantage.
Ah, yes! Sort of spoils it. So this is where they need to make slight tweaks in regards to Crucible, all Crucible, including Gambit. However, in momentum control, do switch the indicator off.
They have advantage.
So why don't they do that anyway? Sorry, I didn't mean to punch you in the face. So you get to see the fun part of Crucible where we could just punch each other in the face. And then everyone's like, did you hear that punch?
Zone A lost. Your enemy has a power play. You captured Zone B.
Mm-hmm.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
That did wonders, didn't it?
Zone B lost. Enemy has
That
advantage.
didn't make any sense because he should have got injured.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.
So this side of Crucible is acceptable for, you know, a bit of fun and all that, but momentum control, which is available this week's reset as well, is the best out the entire lot. Because even Supremacy, they can
Zone B.
make it more
Have advantage.
crazy. Funny.
Zone C lost.
Like I said, by switching off the indicator, because it's like giving them help, but they don't need to do that.
Zone A captured. You have
Sorry. Ah! Ew, thank you for shooting me in the fucking face. Such a lovely individual.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.
What? I don't understand.
5 minutes left. Keep it up. You captured Zone B. That's a power play.
Sorry, didn't mean to shoot
Now
you.
hold.
Shit. So that's the problem with the scout rifle. You hardly have any bloody ammo, and then they're gonna kill you. You know, when you're bloody trying to reload. You're like, oh no, I died.
Fight together. Nothing.
Nothing, eh?
Zone B lost. Enemy has advanced.
What killed you? Nothing. What's that fucking noise? Hmm? Okay. Ah!
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
I was distracted by the noise.
Zone C
And then
lost.
they fucking
Enemy
killed me.
has advantage.
Did they? Ah!
Zone A lost. Power play.
How is he?
Get those zones back.
Oh. Well, we hear all the sirens this evening. That was rather
Zone A
funny.
captured. 3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. Zone B captured. You have advantage. Double down. Yes. 3 down.
Where the fucking at?
Now you're fighting with heart, Guardian.
I didn't think that would fucking work, but
Zone B lost. They have advanced.
so if somebody had a grenade launcher or bazooka, they could
Captured Zone
kill us,
C. You have advanced.
which would be very, very devastating, but
Zone A lost.
a possibility. So as you saw my Void Super, which is a rare thing, but during the Nightfall run, I did have it equipped as Void damage. Sorry!
Captured Zone B.
See, look, they're trying to shoot me for some reason. Ah! Yeah.
Zone B lost.
So, like I said at the beginning of the stream, we did do some of this on a couple of days ago, Wednesday. However, it didn't record it, did it? So, it was like bloody great. So we're missing that part of the storyline, even though
You captured Zone A. Zone advantage.
see if we can redo that bit.
Sound tactics. Victory.
Yeah, seems like you got a bit injured.
Your victory gives the city hope, Guardians.
Give them hope, more like entertainment. So, like I said, for the weekly requirements, trying to get to max of 20 every week, but this helps towards that as well as these. But that doesn't make any sense, does it, with the scout rifle, because we shot them in Crucible, and that's not in counting, so... It's not always recording your kills, which is fucking annoying. Especially when we're trying to get that little requirement done to help. So, so these engrams we got on Wednesday during the pre-record that didn't work. So there's evidence. We got that today, I think. These two from Tuesday as well, Wednesday as well. So we spent 47 strange coins today, but we still got plenty for next time when we do Zer's reset. That is the main aim. So even though we got 3 of these chest armor that we don't need, we can use that to upgrade gear in the vault. So that is the other main change that they introduced. So we don't always have to teleport back to the tower, or you know, to you know, Vendera, you know, to help us upgrade our gear. So we can now directly upgrade gear as long as we have gear in our possession to upgrade. So for example, we try to find one that we haven't upgraded yet. So I think we're up to this row now. So for example, we can upgrade it with this. So it's upgraded to the current tier level, and the chest armor, like I was saying, we can concentrate on that first. So we do have gear that we have upgraded that is for the Titan. So we are upgrading gear here that is exotic gear that is useful for my Titan, but like I said, some of this is more for the other classes as well. So we do have shoulder armor, so we do have leg armor to upgrade, as well as a mark as well. So while we are flying to our next instance, at least we have this chance to upgrade gear while we trying to get into the instance, which is sort of really good because it saves you wasting time going back and forward. So that's for the hunters. So this is where it's annoying now, because we haven't got much gear to upgrade now for the hunter Titan. So there's that mark that we had before, but for this reset. But I've just bought one and kept it because you can buy multiple of them, but we don't need to worry about them. So we upgrade this. So Crucible, technically number 3 coming up. Control. This version of Control, which is the basic version, and it is a bit of a shame that they know where you are. So we could go into momentum control, where you get to see what I mean about the indicator switched off. And also if that will let us in there as well.
Control.
So I need to catch up.
Take those zones, Guardian. Victory demands it.
So half the team's buggered off
Enemy claimed Zone C.
to try to get to the zone.
Captured Zone A.
I thought he was going to kill him for me, but no.
Zone B. Zone
I'm looking for somebody to shoot with.
Zone A lost. Enemy
Ah, fuck.
2 for 1. You captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
So momentum control will be exactly the same, but obviously we don't get any clue where they are. We could be sneaking up behind us, and we won't have a clue. And that's what Crucible should be like, shouldn't it? It shouldn't give you a map of where they are. And that's where they need to make an overhaul of it, because this version's good for new players, but if you've got those who are in the tournament level sort of thing, doing this, it just doesn't make any sense, does it? Oh, you funny. Serves you right. That was rather funny, because
Zone A lost. Enemy has advantage.
I thought he knew where I was, but that's me just guessing. See, exactly what I was saying. He should have... It shows him on the map that there's a player right next to him, and he was just too focused in trying to kill fucking me. Ah! He's fucking disappeared. Where the fuck is he gone? Ah! Sorry. Hmm? What's he trying to do?
Keep the pressure on.
Ah, fuck off. You were fucking dead. Oh, we got a power play. So if you capture all the zones, just like momentum control as well as Iron Banner, but Iron Banner they call it a
Zone C lost.
hunt. But same principle. Oh, you fuck. So you get a power play if you capture all the zones. So regardless if you keep dying in this side of Crucible, you will still get special ammo still. You will still keep what you have in regards to your special ammo, but any heavy ammo, if you collected it when it dropped or something, or when it became available, you will lose that. I don't understand how you can... What? Hey?
Zone A lost. They have advantage. A fire team that fights together.
Yeah. That's all I heard there. Eh? Where'd you... Did you kill them?
You
I think my
captured
teammate
Zone C.
murdered
You
them.
have zone advantage.
So, to end this side of Crucible, we'll do another one. Oh, we can see if the momentum control will work. Ah, what a bloody shame. Oh, sorry, did I hurt your face? So this is my void super, it's quite cool. Who's shooting me? Somebody shot me. I don't know who it was. Eh? I'm sure somebody shot me, but I don't know who it was.
Zone advantage is yours.
Who was the little shit that
Hold
shot me?
strong, and this battle is yours. You're almost there.
Hmm?
Don't see long.
Ah!
Be
I was distracted by your little shit friend. Fuck. What? Hey, cheeky little shit.
You fight like a demon. So bring me your friends. I need more like you.
Hey, really? More people who die very easily. Oh wait, that's just me. So we will go into momentum. So we click the other Crucibles tab. This is where they should merge it all together, because it is a really bit silly going to the Portal tab, then go to the normal Crucible tab, and it has obviously additional things, but Crucible is Crucible, so they should just merge it together. You know what I mean? I mean, that's my opinion, but did they listen to me? No. Although they must have listened to me, because some of the changes that introduced for the previous expansion I mentioned ages ago during, I think it was the what Beyond Light, or even just after Shadowkeep, but that was really fun. So we are queued for Momentum Control, the version of the control that we did just a second ago, but this is how it should be. But and it's funny because not everyone wants to do that one, which is, it sort of spoils it really, because it should be you know, the control should be this all the time. But so we do have some more bits of gear that we can maybe upgrade. So we've got the special ammo slot as well as the heavy to upgrade, as well as another helmet. So while it's trying to find, oh, we've got another chest armor and leg armor and a mark. So while it's trying to find, actually the way it's looking, so while it's looking for something for us, we can see if we can find the secondary special ammo slot, bits of gear that needs upgrading. So out of the entire lot in the vault, we have absolutely loads. So this can be upgraded, and then we've got the heavy. So we do have a helmet to upgrade. So Oh, we got this helmet. So what other gear was it? Chest armor, legs, and mark, as it's known as. It's basically like a belt thing, but or like a banner that to illustrate what your class is and stuff. But chest armor. So it is a shame that we can't just upgrade any gear with you know, other maxed out gear. So we will have to do have a mark. So this is the mark that we can get. So if we're a hunter, we get one that's similar. Same with the warlock as well. Seeing if we missed anything. So we need to put that to vote. Not everyone wants to do that one, which is a shame. So we're going to go into Mayhem. So, we do another controller. Then we go into Mayhem, because I was hoping to go into Momentum Control, but for some strange reason no one wants to do that one, and they all want to do the one where they get help, which is you know, player's preference. But this is where this, you know, I find it really funny. So we're going to switch it to Arc in preparation for the Nightfall run. So regards to the, see, this hasn't even gone up. We have been doing this a lot, so I don't know why it hasn't counted. Do you know what I mean? So it sort of does my head in, because we have done this because it came up saying we did something like similar, but this hasn't moved a jet, even though we killed people in the Crucible using the scout rifle, and just making sure you have the scout rifle equipped. So the one that was shooting them with hasn't technically been counting, and I don't know why. So we changed it back to the spec in preparation for the Nightfall run. So this is the one that's slightly behind. Heavy anyway. One minute. That still needs catching up. So I feel we might have a problem in Gambit. So we will see if we can get into Gambit. But even if we do one and then maybe do some mayhem, maybe. And replacement, because quite often we do Gambit and it doesn't want us to go in, which is very hard to understand, really. Interesting. So for the grenade, we do have different options. So the current grenade just explodes and blinds, but it would be cool if it did multiple, maybe a grenade that did multiple like problems. So what will happen in this controller?
Control.
We will see. So if everyone captures the zone together, we should be okay.
Take the zone.
So before we had less players around here.
Zone C. Enemy claimed zone A.
Oh shit. How dare you?
Enemy claimed zone B.
Mayhem is a good substitute because you get to see the supers that everyone has. Funny, you fucking waste. That was rather funny. He tried to shoot me.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
Hey! How do you know it? Oh.
Zone C locked.
Hey! Shit. Just you wait. Oh, did you get shot? See, I think it's more fun when the indicator's not on because it's more natural that way, isn't it? Because if you're being told where they are, that's not really crucible, is it?
Zone B lost.
Where's he at? I think he was shooting me. So we captured the zone over here. My teammate got made.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Ah! Ooh, we can get this.
You captured Zone C. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone A lost.
He's good at losing things, isn't he, Mr. Shack? Oh, where's that pin in the butt? Eh? That's a lot of shit. He was killed, you know what I mean? But it just wanted me to die in that case. And for the whole bloody world to see it as well. So I've got some heavy ammo.
Zone B lost. If they're dead.
I shot you in the face. Sort of. So we're going to try to capture
5
the
minutes
zone.
remain. A strong start. Fight on.
What?
That's why we have fire.
Uh-huh.
Zone A captured. Zone
Ah?
advantage is yours.
It just buggered off somewhere. Oh, hello.
Zone C lost.
I don't understand that. That was quite funny. You tried to sneak up on me, didn't you? But eat that. Oh, sorry. Did I punch you in the face?
That's why we have fire.
Ah!
Zone C captured. You have advantage.
Excuse me. Stink. Eee, the fuck. Oh, that's a load of shit. That was a load of shit. He was dead, but no, I had to make him like kill me and my friend. Well, teammate.
Zone A lost.
And for the whole world to see as well. Which is fucking annoying. Ew, thank you for that. Mr. Cheat, probably.
3 minutes.
I think that was a bit fishy. because he was dead multiple times. Oh goodness. See, spoils it.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage.
It really
is yours.
spoils it when you got players who cheat. Seriously. It doesn't have to do that whatsoever. But like I said, this is where players take advantage
Zone A
of it.
lost.
Well, that didn't make any sense either. Yep, he's definitely cheating. See, you get players like that spoil it.
You captured Zone A. You have advantage.
Absolutely.
Zone C lost. You
Oh, sorry, did I
shut the
hurt
enemy
your
down.
bloody face? That's so fucking cheating.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Like I said, no need for them to cheat, is there? But you get idiots.
Zone A lost. Zone C captured. You have advantage. The enemy almost won.
Why
Only
do
1
they
minute
have to
left.
cheat? Do you know what I mean,
Don't
ladies
be
and gentlemen? Just fucking stupid.
Together as one. I love you.
It's easy. You don't have to do that whatsoever. Oh, look, there's cheat face.
You're defeated. Fight again. Persistence is key.
Well, if anyone from Bungie's watching, they should
Controlling those
bloody
zones is the only path to victory.
do something about that cheat. Because that wasn't Crucible if what he was doing, anyway. So, we will see if we can go into Gambit, so you get C1. Come out of that. And then we will go into Mayhem. So we've got another helmet, we got another chest armor piece, and that's it. So helmet and chest armor piece. Even though we've got chest armor for the other classes, it is bit of a shame we can't upgrade all of them, but chest armor and helmet. Doesn't find anyone for Gambit. We'll switch back to control. I should say mayhem, really. Hmm. So we've got Arc 1, we've got, like I said, some of these don't make any sense. So, Arc, Solar, Void. Oh, we haven't done any finishes, so we could see if we can do some of them. And there's that annoying rocket launcher one, or grenade launcher in this case. See if we can get into Gambit there. So it's found half of the players. So ladies and gentlemen, after tonight's stream, next live stream will be literally tomorrow night. So we're going to try attempt number 3. After previous 2 Saturdays, there's been things happening preventing me going live on Saturday. Last Saturday didn't go live till very late. Previous Saturday to that, no internet. So yeah, so third time lucky, or hopefully lucky in this case. So we technically done 4 sides of Crucible. We are trying to do 4 of the other side. If we could do 1 Gambit, at least you get to see that. And then we will go into Mayhem, because it's really fun. See, this is where the other Crucible options like momentum control and the other ones as well are, you know, should be merged together. Ooh, we might have found one. We usually get to do 1 and then it's like, no, that's it. Which, you know, during this live stream it's still okay because we aren't behind in Gambit or anything like that. So they needed, like I said, tweak Gambit slightly just to make it just like the other side of Crucible, so then everything's the same, and also turn off the indicator and then it's perfect, I would say. So you're going to get to see Gambit. We tried to do some of this on Tuesday, but we did on Wednesday when we did that recording, or attempted recording, where we recorded the storyline but unfortunately didn't record, and also we did some of the Crucible but didn't record either. So we've been prepared for the Nightfall run. Yes.
field.
Oh, how nice.
Wonder if Cabal get the jitters before a fight. Sure hard to tell under those helmets.
Oh, some Cabal are nice.
Transmat firing. Lock and load, hot
So,
shot.
welcome to
Get those
Gambit,
smokes
ladies
to
and
the back.
gentlemen. And we're gonna head towards where they have teleported in. And it's just fun when they get put in the feet.
Hostiles inbound at the steps.
How dare they try to shoot me? Hmm? So if we get the arc thing out of the way, we could see if the stasis
Wait, at the drill.
weekly requirement, as it were, that you saw is stackable. So we can see if we can get it done, and then we might be able to get the weekly rep done for the week as well. Even though technically we haven't been in all week, but you have all week to get the level 20 for the week rep, but it is up to you
You're
as an
losing
individual.
focus. Ice the block. You're
Shit.
being invaded. Find them before they find you.
Ah,
Hostiles inbound at the steps.
where's he at?
Enemy invaders. Blame them for
Oh, what a shit. Did you see that? He went bloody after me. What did I do to you?
portals.
And I'm like,
Go take 'em out.
well, it serves you right for being a little shit.
Give them hell. Your allies invaded.
So we can see if we can go in another gambit. If this one's working. Hey, you meant to collect them, not just leave them on the floor. Ugh, dude. Why did they do that? It's like they've forgotten how to collect motes. But they don't need to. They don't need to do that because they should know how to do it.
Bags for the mole. Get those motes to the bank. It's time for a prime evil.
So maximum motes. So you have maximum blocker at 15 motes.
That'll take them a while.
Hello, Frank, or whatever your name is. What do you think of a cool Cabal
High-value target
name,
destroyed.
really?
Allies
I don't
headed to
think-
the other side.
I don't think it's Derek.
Prime evil's here. Kill it and quit.
Yay. So, like I was saying about maximum motes, you have 5 motes, between 5 and 10 motes is a small blocker, between
Hit it with everything you've got.
10 and 14 motes is like a medium blocker, and then just 15 motes. It used to be like where we can get loads more, but they've changed that. Because there was that horrible time where I lost fucking loads of motes. Ah, fuck off. I remember losing like over 20 motes because at that point you were able to get at least 30 or even 40 motes max. But then you were a bigger target for the other team to go through or go after when they go through their portal, like what they were doing there before, fucking shooting me. So once we have our prime evil up, if we die, we feed the prime evils.
Your enemy called up a prime evil. Finish it before you're in the lead.
Oh, what a fucking shame! We feed the prime evil health bar, but we kill the invader before they can kill us. Then they get sent back to their.
Burn it down. Take this game. Sister, you've got some moves.
Got some moves. I wouldn't say that. It's like, sister, you did really shit.
Fight like that every day? I don't ever want to see
Ooh, so
you go
these
to
are
war.
working. Oh,
There'd be no
they
one
can't.
left.
So say thank you to our teammates. So we will see if we can go into another gambit. So if we can do 4 of these, and that would be good, or another 3, which would technically be 4. That'd be cool. So like I said, with the loot that you get from Gambit, unless they have made the changes, but so with regards to the Eververse, so this is what's available for this reset week of the 13th of January 2026. But of course we're live here for Zer's reset officially on the 16th of January 2026. So there is stuff that is sort of a universal ornament or skin. Yeah, that's quite cool. Might buy that. So there was this appearance for our ghost. So what's available? So we do actually have this ship, this nightmare ship. So if you're wondering which season or which expansion specific well, items available for the Eververse reset, you just go to collections, click on equipment, in this case ships, and it will tell you which season it's from. So for example, it goes all the way to season number 1. So trying to get, I mean, I've still got stuff from season 2 I haven't finished getting. Do you know what I mean? Like this one. So there's this one. So season 4. Have I got this? Oh no, I do. Yeah, so there's, of course, there's a few all over the place. Like this ship. I want that one. But I haven't collected it yet, so, you know, the ships from absolute ages ago I'm still trying to get. So I think we got all of them. So like I said, there's absolutely loads of ships, so, but a lot of them have similar appearances. So there's one of them I haven't got yet as well. And there's this one. Oh yeah, the Taurus one. So we've got this one. Funny. So we do have that one. So like I said, there's absolutely loads of ships. And then there's the vehicles that we travel on land, just to get around the map quicker. But half the time I do crash into things and then get knocked off, and then I'm dead. That one, keep clicking the one button. Ooh. So what's this one? Yeah, it's a paper one. So, our second gambit, so who we going to be facing in this one? Will it be the Cabal again?
Shadow Legion on the field. Cabal
So, Shadow Legion, which is a faction of the Cabal, which joined the Witnesses' side during Edge of Fate.
Drop those targets, take the moats and bank them.
Well, more in final shape, should I say, than Edge of Fate, but still referencing Edge of Fate because obviously the stuff that's happened in Edge of Fate relates to what happened previously. So with the Shadow Legion being a faction of the Cabal, we have to kill their ghosts, or so they respawn.
Incoming wait at the drill.
So you can get maximum notes. Oh, really on that one. All's bloody happens. Run out of ammo. Yay! I got you. I need some ammo. Like a little bugger. I think I forgot to get that before.
You're bleeding moats, sister. Whack the blocker.
Ah, shit. Now we have a problem. Ah! Fuck.
Your team turned that invader into a grease spot.
I sure did. because he was fucking hunting me. Hey! So if we don't get rid of the blockers, we start losing motes in our bank. Value target neutralized. So at least you get to see some Gambit for once in a while, because usually during the Crucible rotation when we do this live, we should still have a chance to do Gambit, but like I said, sometimes we don't have the... Oh, you fuck! Well, at least I only lost a few more, it's not like millions. Look at him being a little shit. I'm gonna shit you, man. Well, I lost 5 so far, but I don't mind. Just a bloody piece of shit got me.
Once it dies, they win. Portals up! Go give them my regard. Incoming wave.
I'm sorry.
Your allies hunting the other team.
Is he now? Bombarded here. Ooh! Got enough mods! I don't want to lose my heavy armor. So I spawned our primeval. I should hear the drifter would be really excited. It's like, whee! Who's over here? Oh, Primeval, of course they will. So with the catch-up mechanics they introduced into Gambit, at least the opposite team, in our case, have an opportunity as much as possible to at least have a little attempt to try to beat the team, even if they were miles ahead, because of the catch-up mechanics that they've introduced to make the gameplay more fair. Sometimes it wasn't really fair at all. The Gambit. So it's a rare thing that you So sometimes if one side's so far ahead, you expect them to win very quickly. But with the you know, like I said, the catch-up mechanics they've introduced in Gambit to make it a fair gameplay, you know, regardless. They've done a great job with that, because it is really funny sometimes, because it might appear that we didn't get a chance, but see, here's that gear being really, really crap. But sometimes the team thinks they've won, and we've sneaked in, and you know, sneaked, you know, across the line before they have, and it's sort of epic then. But it's just the mechanics is quite cool. The catch-up mechanics, the fair game system, you know, it's just really good. There we have wherever these are. Let's see. So there is this ship. Ooh. Very funny. So you can be like this, but I think we can change the colour as well. So you've got quite a few cool. Oh dear, 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 dear. Oh, it's a ship as well. That's quite cool. And you also got this vehicle as well. Very Star Wars, isn't it? So you've got these emotes. That's quite cool. Got this one. And then you got this one. Interesting. You got also this finisher. Oh yes, we're going to do some finishes in this Gambit that we can. So we damage them to basically critical, and then we press G, I believe, on the keyboard to do the finisher. Then you got this one as well. Oh, how nice! I do like the one where he's got a hockey stick and you just beat him with the hockey stick. So you've got tons of stuff, but if you have plenty of silver, of course, it's more useful, but you can buy tons of it separately, of course. So they do have stuff in the archive as well that you can buy. Whether you want to get any of these as well, for example. So you can buy. Yeah, we used to be able to buy stuff with Bright Dust as well, but not everything is with Bright Dust, which is a bit of a shame really, because Bright Dust is a cool alternative for those who, you know, characters or even players who do not want to spend their own money, real money, buying silver. So you can do, but so this Eververse reset will reset in just over 3 days. So I'll probably get that. And what's this? Not sure about that. But potentially this as well. Looks quite cool, that, doesn't it? Like some angry hammer thing. So who we're going to be against for Gambit number 3. So in this live stream's case, we've been fortunate to get 4 at least Crucible and 4 hopefully Gambits, which is the opposite side of Crucible, which is more PvE orientated, with us having to collect motes and bank them, so we actually have to do something. Obviously Control is sort of PvE, but more PvP really, but who are we going to be against for this one? So in regards to that,
All right. Let's see what we've got. Cabal on the field.
ooh, Cabal more or less 3 times today
Cabal
so
weapon
far.
didn't used to be all bluster and noise. Red Legion changed that. All right, hold on to something. Taking a break from saving the system? Good for you. Even heroes gotta have a little fun.
Yes, I need a break from killing myself accidentally in like my other instances that I've done. So on Wednesday when we did record this, I died each part of the storyline for that episode, well, quest that we were up to, but for some reason, like I said, it was just annoying because it didn't even record it, even though it was using up a lot of system resources in regards to, you know, the rig. Hiding, are we? I like how that was a slight glitch because he's not meant to be able to go back and hide, but it was rather interesting that, seeing them hide.
Watch it! You're shedding motes! Kill the blockers!
So the Taken, which are the annoying things guarding the bank itself.
Incoming on the island!
Or pain in the arse as well.
Hey, you're
So
losing
where
motes.
is the
Ice
enemy
the
pest?
block.
Oh shit! It's spawning here. Ah!
High-value target identified. Get him.
And I lost 12 motes that time. Thanks to... Well, we aren't doing well here, are we?
Invader's gone. Get him next.
You didn't kill my friend. But he fucking killed me. So we're gonna have to regather our motes again. And hopefully not get that invader little shit again, but we probably will. Oh, here we go again.
Being invaded. Finds them before they find you. Your enemy called up a prime evil. They kill it. They win. Portals up. Go give him my regard.
Well, our team's not doing well here, but we don't mind that. It is just
Allies headed to the other side.
a bit of fun, isn't it? I'm hoping that I can get my super, so I can cast my super on all them pests.
But
Why are you bombarding me unnecessarily?
high value target destroyed.
Did that fucking hurt?
Portal's ready. Don't forget to bring a gift. Portal's prime. Anyone up for a field trip? Allies headed to the other side. Invader is down.
Oh, sorry.
Incoming at the cave.
It was rather interesting, this punching all them shit. So with the current timeline of Destiny 2, we do have some Cabal allies, which is a good thing. So Kyle is bought some her friend.
And that's it.
Ah, that was
Look out there, Prime.
that was a shame. But you get to see my super. Yeah. That was a bit of a shame, isn't it? But like I said, nothing to fear because we are familiar with Gambit, but we have done well in Gambit in the past, but it's not always about that, is it? And again, we're getting crap that we don't need. So, our final gambit, ladies and gentlemen. So we have been able to this a bit. Orbs. Oh yes, we haven't done finishes yet. We will. So the main season, the season of Lawless, began just before we headed into 2026, and sort of began towards the end of November 2025, and yes, still plenty of time of this current season. So if you still haven't got going in the current season, which is season of Lawless, which is active for at least another month, so end of February, beginning of sort of March, maybe halfway through March 2026, plenty of time to try to get this all done. So throughout the entire season you get stuff that you can work towards. You don't always need to try to get any of these, but what I have been trying to get is more bright dust throughout the entire season, so giving this more bright dust every tier as it were. So we do have grenade launcher there. So, final gambit for tonight, and then we will head into the live Nightfall run as well. So, we're going to be against the Cabal again, or somebody else? Because we've been against the Shadow Legion.
Enough fooling around. I
What?
got Loose and Hive coming.
Oh, we've got Losing Hive. So, somebody different. So,
Wonder
we've been
what the
against
light
the
feels like to
Shadow
the-
Legion and
Take a
Cabal
look.
3 times, I
Prickly.
think. Technically, 3 times.
All right, hold on to something.
So against the Shadow Legion, not Shadow Legion, the Lucent Hive for the last one. So these are the Lucent Hive that have little ghosts that we have to kill or else they respawn. And bloody Shriekers as well. Tons of Shriekers. So basically, the captain of the invasion squad is basically the Lucent Hive captain, and we have to get rid of his ghosty thing, which is like what we have when we die, of course, as a Titan or Warlock or Hunter. But they have learned the ability of that during the Witch Queen campaign.
Incoming wave at the drill.
Ah, sorry. Got 9 motes.
Portal's ready. Your allies on the other side, looking to make someone cry.
Well, I hope not. Other than their teamwork.
Hostiles inbound and set. Get those motes to the bank. It's time for a primeval.
Yay, maximum mote.
Your allies back with 1 kill. Primeval compromised. Take it out.
So you can only do damage to the primeval itself once the envoys are dead. And if the envoys aren't dead, it doesn't matter how much you try. That didn't make any sense because I didn't even know where he was. Do you know what I mean? It didn't make any sense. But that's sometimes the weird thing about Gambit, because that individual wasn't anywhere near me, so I don't know where he was. So just hope they weren't cheating. Like I said, they still cheat even though they don't need to.
Crossed over. Fill 'em full of holes. Envoy's dead. Kill the primeval.
See if I can do shit. And shit him
Enemy
in the face.
invader is down.
It's so nice, huh? So now the primeval has a shield. So now the envoys are being spawned. here. Ah! Fuck! No, you meant to shoot him, not just walk into him. Sometimes I don't know the tactic. Unless he was surprised that he wasn't there. But... oh, I should say surprised that he wasn't there. Go through, hopefully invade and make them cry.
They don't look too threatening.
That's a load of shit. That was an absolute load of shit. He was not able to do that. But it doesn't make sense.
That primeval's not long for this world. Burn it down. Take this shit. One down.
Oh. That was some fishy gameplay, man.
Fight like that every day? I don't ever want to see you go to war.
Don't know why they have
No
to
one left.
cheat, you know. So we have a teammate that looks like Darth Vader with a rifle. Interesting. Something. Boba Fett with something, and I don't know. It looks like my neighbour actually, but yes. So we're going to go to the main menu now. There we are. Come out. So we're going to go into the live Nightfall run. Which one will it be? We will find out. So make sure we have our gear ready. So like I said, in regards to this season, as well as the Eververse store, you don't have to get any of this, but I've been trying to collect as much of the bright dust that it has given me. I want to try to get some more, but I think we haven't got any more available. So we are queued for the Nightfall run, live Nightfall run. So, which one will it be? Because there's so many around different zones on the map. So, well, not just the different zones, but the different places, such as Nessus, which is behind our ship at the moment for the, you know, just the gambit that we just done. But there's also, you know, the moon. There's what, Neptune. There's everywhere. So each place has specific amount of Nightfall options there too. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoy this live Nightfall run. Which one it will be, we will find out.
Ah, Guardian. Ghost. Lovely to see you at my doorstep again.
Devrin,
We have a taken infestation I'd very much appreciate your help with.
how bad is this infestation?
You'll see soon enough.
So we've been against Taken during Gambit. Valor here in regards to this.
Our allies.
Using pyramid tech?
Precisely. Protect that device. Clear out the blight.
And how much has this been tested?
It's being tested right now. By you. Of course.
So would there been a Nightfall run of the strike, which is what a Nightfall is, it is going to be more difficult. But the quicker we get the Nightfall done, it doesn't necessarily mean we will stop. But regardless, it is still going to be interesting to see how we do as a team.
Actually working.
See? Nothing to worry about.
Taking knights here. Ah! Bloody little shit. So we faced the Taken Knights during Gambit. My teammates come to res me. And our other teammates gone well ahead. Which just shows how far or as quick he would like to get it done. So I'm going to catch up with him. So he's basically wiped everything out probably on the way, which is very helpful if we want to complete the instance very quickly. But the more we kill, I'm not sure if the more barrier champions that we spawn during the Nightfall instance, or unless it's specific. Regardless, do you know what I mean? So, regardless how much we try to get more barrier champions, I don't know if that means they will spawn more in with specific points threshold maybe, but I don't know because I've never yet worked it out in regards to the Nightfall run, because it is, to me, potentially the actual instance itself will only have specific amount of pests for this part of the storyline on Earth, for example. So it's sort of still questionable whether we spawn in more barrier champions if we get to a certain point and have a certain point score as well. I have no idea. Will you stop shooting me? Bloody little shit, wouldn't you? Oh dear. I think you got a bit stuck.
When you kick a hornet's nest, surely one of them is bound to be a bit bigger than the rest.
And fleshy with tentacles? Never have you seen a hornet recently.
Right. Well, out it goes.
So we're at this point of the Nightfall, but I don't know if we have got to this part of the Nightfall where it's relatively great. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Whoa, there's loads of them. So I don't know if they spawn and then I have the opportunity to kill them to get more points. I just don't know really, because like I said, I don't know if it's point related or part of the instance related, you know. So our teammate's gone well ahead. He's very determined to get this done fairly quick. Did have a barrier champion, but I'm not sure if it's skipped it. I think that teammate of ours may have skipped ahead. So we'll trigger the final phase if it gets to the end of the instance. I think it is. What? Oh my god, it's killed the champion as well, which is hard enough to kill anyway during a Nightfall, but the way this teammate of ours is killing things, he's like, yeah, it's really easy. Oh, he's definitely skipped these. He's not wanting to whoa, it's a torment. Thank you. Bloody shit. So he's getting chased around the place. Ah fuck! He's fucking chasing me. These evil tormentors like chasing me. Ah! I like how he fucking went after me. Unnecessary. So we did bypass a couple of pests, but I don't know if it will matter with the score for us to try to get sort of a platinum score, for example. That is what we aim for, but it doesn't help if you of course skip a lot of it, which is what our teammates done. So it leads to this final chamber where we deal with this annoying taken boss, as it were. This is really weird how quickly we're dealing with it. But, like I said, it's not always necessary.
Guardian,
Well, that was really weird.
especially for continuing to keep the EDZ safe from amongst all the hubbub going on so far from home.
Home is where the taken are, eh?
So, do hope you enjoyed it. So because we completed it relatively quick, it is still okay. So we got a platinum score for that Nightfall run, so I do hope you enjoyed it. So we're gonna conclude tonight by going into that Nightfall again to see if we can get some of the weekly seasonal little things finished. So we created loads of blob things, or orbs of power as those are known as. Done this nearly. Void is seems to be what we need to do. So we can maybe swap that with, oh, we actually got a bow that's so switch that to void. So it is a bit weird that so we've got that bit of gear through Gambit, but never mind. So we do have a exotic bit of gear. We have the line rampant leg armor, so we could put that into the vault or merge it with the one that's in the vault, and it will still go up to that level. So, like I was saying, each part of the live stream is going to be split up into separate parts. So, if you just want to see this reset only, for example, the the Crucible side of things or the Gambit side of things, that will be a separate little part, as well as the live Nightfall run that you just saw, and the additional Nightfall run that we're going to do right now. So that will be uploaded as well. So I'm still editing the previous ones into separate parts, but the previous stream from last Friday is uploaded because it wouldn't behave itself trying to split it. So I'm going to attempt that, but in the meantime we're going to go into the Nightfall tab again in the Vanguard option and click on the Nightfall again. So will be the same Nightfall, but of course might be different players, but it is rare, very rare, that it's the same players that we've been with. It has happened before, which is really funny, because even though it might have been like half an hour later or something like that, there has been times in the past where we've actually been in the same team again, and I just thought, oh, they want to do it again, even though each player that it's queuing for the Nightfall, it's not necessarily going to be with the same players again. So that has happened, but it's quite funny. So we are queued for another Nightfall run, so it might not be from the beginning, that doesn't really matter in this case, but we're going to we have done it from the start before, so we're going to see if we can I don't think we will get another opportunity to get more loot or anything, but we still get good XP, and we get the opportunity to do stuff regarding to the seasonal little mini requirements.
Ah, Guardian, Ghost. Lovely to see you at my doorstep again.
Get rid.
We have a taken infestation I'd very much appreciate your help with.
How bad is this infestation?
You'll see soon.
So it doesn't usually let us get another score, but I'd be very surprised if it does though, but because they made changes to the Nightfall one where once you've done it, you know, you can't benefit twice to get loot, you know, but you can obviously help towards getting your little weekly goals done for your character.
Precisely. Protect that device and it'll clear out the blight.
And how much has this been tested?
It's being tested right now. By you.
Of course.
Got courage. So, we've got our champion, which we've got a bit of. I don't know where our teammate's gone. He's either left or just another thing that's really weird as well. Because you don't need to leave, they can help out. Never mind. Getting to see sometimes players this join and then they bugger off. So, yeah. Oh, they're here. Would have been fun if that actually killed me.
See? Nothing to worry about.
So compared to before, I'm not sure if it's as quick, but like I said, it doesn't matter. But we did complete the actual Nightfall run under 10 minutes, so we haven't got to the end part as of yet at all. But I don't know if there's actual achievement for it. So as long as one of your teammates has barrier champion armor piercing bullets to stun it, or throw a grenade in my case to stun the champion, that helps, but then we have to get rid of it before it actually is aware again. Sorry, Mr. Taken with the hand. So let's see if we can actually do some what you call it, punishes when you think of the word. Getting shot at. That's what I was doing before.
bound to be a bit bigger than the rest.
And fleshy with tentacles? Deborah, have you seen a hornet recently?
Right. Well, out it goes.
Yes, it looks like my neighbor. Ah. Ah! Wee. So our teammates, in this case, both of them have gone ahead, but we might be trying to get to that room where we were before, where the tormentor was. But we did miss a couple of pests on the way to that instance before, but this time we maybe trying to do things how we meant to, but just nothing to worry about. The more we kill, I always think that means we're gonna get maybe more barrier champions spawning during the instance, so to speak. But like I said, it's just me guessing here because I've never figured it out yet. Because I don't know if it matters or not if we kill a specific amount of pests. That was interesting, it just decided to jump off. Did you just injure yourself? Oh, you fuck. That was unfair. Oh, but at least he fell out. Ah, you died as well. I hate when they do that. Ah, so the super thing is done. So, I'm not sure we've got more points here. You know, from before. Fun part of doing this in addition to the first attempt for today's live stream, we can see once check How did that knock me in the water? Taking blanks. Taking the pee more like. Oh, that's good. Bring me back to actually in here with the team. Rather than just saying, you're going to join the team in a second. So, just to make things more interesting, we've got a annoying tormentor. Who's bloody chasing me again. I know I'm the shittest person now. You know, playing this. But there's no need for you to chase after me, Mr. Tormentor. That was a bit weird. So, like I said, it leads to this final chamber. So you can see this score that we got. Actually, it's going to beat the previous score. So I'll be able to check during editing and stuff. So, if it needs editing, it probably will do have a slight bit of edit, but... Ah! Little shit! Had to murder me, didn't they? Ah, shit. I like how you spawned me right next to where the boss was doing his annoying move. So we actually have gone past the time that we had before. It's nothing to worry about, but the main thing is to get the points rather than the time sometimes. But specific Nightfalls have a specific amount of time only. This one's interesting because I think it's going to start eating at our score even though we... Still relatively doing well with the time, but so you usually have about 25 minutes, but like I said, it's not like a must. So before we completed, you know, the Nightfall one within 10 minutes, which is really cool. We did get platinum score, but we might even get a better platinum score here, but I don't know if it will still register it though. Usually it only allows you to get one per week. He's trying to get... So there we go.
That's the last of them. Guardian, you have my thanks. Especially for continuing to keep the EDZ safe amongst all the hubbub going on so far from home.
Home is where the taken are, eh?
So, do hope you enjoyed it. So we say thank you to our teammates. So I think we did get a better score, but obviously wouldn't record more than one score, sadly, really. But during this live stream, at least you got to see two, so it does give me two versions or two runs of this to upload as well as separate Nightfall runs as well. So, regards to the storyline, like I said, Wednesday and Thursday just gone, of course. Just yesterday and the day before. So annoying that we couldn't get that recorded properly, but next time we're in Destiny 2 Edge of Fate, we will continue the storyline. So I'm hoping we can redo that part, especially called Critical, which is the part of the storyline that we were I was trying to record on Wednesday and Thursday, and we'll see if we can redo it again. If not, we could see if we can do the whole thing on a new character potentially as well. But we are getting closer and closer to hopefully completion in regards to Destiny 2 Edge of Fate storyline. So I think we were on step 26 before. So the Critical led us to getting the final capsule, because that was the thing that we recorded last time. But the Critical was where we actually collected it, which is what didn't record properly, which is a pain in the ass. So we will continue the storyline, and hopefully that will be it for Edge of Fate. But we still, like I said, got stuff on the Edge of Fate map to do different side things. So got all these. So maybe if we find unless these are all the side things. So we've got these as potential recordings as well. I will do one at a time and see if we can get it done. So yeah, plenty of that to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen, in the absence of live streaming, because it is a pain and disruption. So I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, we've made a good bit of progress in regards to this week's XP. Trying to get to 20, of course, but it's not always a must, because usually we've done more than enough anyway. For weekly rewards anyway, which we have, even on Wednesday and yesterday we did more than enough as well during the pre-recording that sadly didn't record properly. So them parts that you saw that was available, the little missions, side missions sort of thing, it's bridging the storyline, like I said, in regards to Edge of Fate. So all these, potentially we will do one at a time and record it. So I want to say thank you for watching tonight's stream, ladies and gentlemen, because we have had fun, but that isn't quite the end of this week's live streaming. So final stream tomorrow is we will head into Diablo 4 and do what we tried to do last Saturday, so from 7:30 PM GMT UK time, and then we're going to pop over to Super Animal Royale, which is what we were trying to do as well, but we're going to see what there's available in the reset for Super Animal World, which is basically the new patch, new expansion, which they've spent absolutely ages doing, and we got a glimpse of that a couple of weeks ago, but now tomorrow we should be able to hopefully disruption free go into it as we were meant to, so yeah, should be fun. So they have really cool things which we will go through that again tomorrow night. So I do hope you all have a fantastic weekend. If you can't join me tomorrow night, don't worry, will be uploaded, re-edited if necessary, or slightly edited and re-uploaded. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream, because it's been rather fun, entertaining, explosive as usual, and getting really angry as well, but that's because I always get murdered on stream, so it doesn't matter if it's pre-record or not. Even a live stream I get killed, and that's like, oh. But it is just a bit of fun, isn't it? But I do want to say once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all for tomorrow night's live stream if possible, from 7:30 PM GMT UK time, if you can. Don't worry if you can't, and like I said, it'll be re-uploaded so you can watch it all again in your own time. And this entire stream tonight, just like the previous week, will be re-uploaded as well, so if you don't get a chance to watch the individual parts, or if you rather watch the entire thing, that will be available eventually for you to watch as well. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I want you all to have a great weekend, and I hopefully will see you all tomorrow night, but don't worry if you can't, and I will see you all no doubt in another live stream or pre-record. Anyway, stay safe, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for another bit of drama, but for now, take care